Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your area. I'm your hostess, Madam Hellfire, and we are back to finish the winner of 88. Oh my god. Good morning, Squatchin. It has been the longest week for me. Holy shit. I was spending most of the week pounding out that video I released yesterday on Israel Keys. Yeah, that took a long time, guys. So if you haven't watched it already, please go do that after the stream. It took a lot of time, it took a lot of effort, and I'm happy that I have my final edited video for the foreseeable future out finally. Which means that I can focus more on finding other topics for these streams. I can focus on other gaming content for the channel because I have a shit ton of horror games that I've yet to get to. Can also work on finding stupid shit that's horror related to talk about. I already have something in mind, but I'm using that as a how do I want to say that? A goal. I put it as a goal to kind of gauge what the interest is on a stupid topic that is horror related. In this case, I will only give you 4 words to describe it. Anne Rice, vampire cult. Yeah. Yeah. That'll be fun. That'll be fun to talk about, but I'm gauging your guys' interest on that one this weekend. So if we don't hit the goal, we won't do it. If we do hit the goal, I'm doing it next weekend. Because I already have all that stuff queued up in the background. But if not, I have another series that I think I want to start called Valley Verde. You probably heard it if you're familiar with analog horror or analog horror series on the internet. It's been on Game Theory, I think, at some point. So that's going to be fun. But yeah. Now that that's done, I'm excited to get into other things. I've also been playing Expedition 33. I started playing that last night, and I am stoked to play some more of it today, now that I've got free time. Actual free time. But before I even do that stuff, I have to finish the winter of 88. So why don't I go ahead and start that? Get out of the way. We've got 10 videos to watch. All of them are pretty short. They're under like 6 minutes a pop for the most part. So let's blow through it.
Here's what's coming up tonight on K83FC. Coming up next is The Animators of Evil, a panel discussion about the apparent prevalence of Satanism in cartoons.
Where's Knox to yell at when I need him? Why does the satanic panic keep popping up everywhere? Why? Why?
Followed at 7 by Space 1999.
That's
at 8
typical.
o'clock, Nyuk It Up with the Three
That's
Stooges.
typical too.
And at 8:30, Barnaby Jones.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more of the best local TV this side of the Mississippi.
It's a new year, and that means new savings at Sid's Electronics Boutique. We've got huge discounts on brand name electronics. This Panatronic twin-tape boombox stereo is now only $109.90.
God, this is giving me the whole what is it called? The mattress company. Sit and sleep. Or your mattress is free. That's what it's giving me. It's hilarious. Part of me misses this kind of stuff in cable TV, but part of me doesn't because some of the commercials were terrible and they were annoying and they always played over and over and over again.
But if you want something more portable, this Panatronic AM/FM radio is only $49.95.
Exactly, that's what I was thinking, Squatch, and it has to be a play on Sit and Sleep. Has to.
The Sono 500 home computer is only $199.95, and it even comes with a built-in speech to read off what you wrote.
Hello, I'm Sid.
You heard it. Come on down to Sid's Electronics Boutique just off Highway 59 and Chippewa Road.
We all know brick and mortars like that do not exist, besides, like, Best Buy. And even then, you can't buy actual computers there that are anyway decent. parts are like obscenely expensive now, especially graphics cards. Holy shit, I'm not upgrading mine for a while. Holy crap. Not happening. It is too damn expensive. But man, it makes you remember when, before the internet was a thing. Oh my god, I'm ancient. Oh, on videos now. Are we at Sid's? Assume we're at Sid's.
Okay, Sid, here we are. At the store. Using your camera to record me locking up the stores you requested. See? Here's your sign. It's your store. Freezing my ass off out here. Just... What, Sid? What is the logic here? You want me to prove I'm not a thief while handing me an expensive camera? Look.
That does seem kind of stupid. And kind of... Is it not picking up the visuals? Are you kidding me? OBS, I hate you. OBS, I hate you. Good God. It was working literally right before I started streaming. Why are you doing that, OBS? It was literally working right before. Good God. Good fucking God. OBS has been a bitch lately. First, it turns my mic off, then it doesn't show my visuals. What the hell? What the hell?
Look, I get it, the maps suck, but this is ridiculous. I'm standing out here in the freezing cold while a blizzard is going on just to...
Sorry, I'm annoyed. That has me so annoyed.
I did lock up the store? If I took anything, I'm not lead up.
But like I was saying, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense that you would give somebody an expensive camera to film that they're locking up the store, because they're going to take that camera back with them, right? They can't just leave it outside because someone will actually steal it. And why are you so paranoid about the store not being locked up? I'm confused.
Film myself doing it, am I? I just look at all this. Nobody's around. Nobody's breaking in to do this at night. You know what's going on? Somebody asks us about the damn computers or a TV or something, and we're all distracted, and their buddy goes in and steals a car phone. You ask any store in the area, it's the same thing. The hell, why not just install some security cameras or something, man? Why go through all these extra efforts with putting this on tape? Why are you gonna do it?
Can you help me with this?
Whoa, that... Hold on, that was out of nowhere.
These extra efforts with putting this on tape. Why are you gonna do it?
Can you help me with this?
Hello?
And it seems so distant, too. Like, what the fuck? Where's that coming from? I'm not excited to see it pop on the screen. There's a jump scare incoming. We know there's a jump scare incoming.
Great. I'm hearing things. Look, Sid, you're the best boss I've ever had, but you've got to hire some more people.
Hey, can you help me with this?
It sounds like it's pre-recorded. That's mimic behavior. That is 100% skinwalker / mimic behavior. It's not a good thing. Get out of there. Now. Get in your car.
There.
Get the fuck out.
Help me with this?
Sure, I can't see you. Where are you?
Help me with this? Help me with this?
It's not even saying the full thing. It's just saying, help me with this. That's freaky. I'm not excited to see what's going to pop up on screen. I'm not excited at all. I'm creeped out. I'm creeped out. Where is it?
Help me with this?
Yeah, I'm following your voice, but I can't see you anywhere. It's hard to see through the snow.
Go to your car now. So now you've walked across the entire parking lot, away from your car and away from the safety of the store. Why are you people so stupid? Why are you so dumb? I mean, you would know, Squatchin. You live in Canadian land where it gets really, really snowy. You would know what's really bad snow weather or snowy weather where you just can't see.
Hey, can you help me with this?
Where's the...
And now it's back to the full, can you help me with this? Instead of helping with this. You're making mistakes, dude. How do you not tell that that sounds the exact same way over and over again? Even if you were actually going towards somebody, they wouldn't say it the exact same way every single time. That would never happen. That's not normal.
hell are you? I can't see anything. You can't be this far out. I mean, your voice is definitely coming from this way, though.
Turn this down a little bit. It's a little loud. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Is it Jack Frost? The question is it Jack Frost the good one? Or Jack Frost the bad one? Because there are movies where Jack Frost is good. And there are horror movies where Jack Frost is the killer.
Yeah! Oh.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for the help, bud.
He got hit behind the head. He got smacked over the head by whatever this thing is. Are you gonna show
Thanks
me?
for the help, bud.
Yeah. Thanks for the help, bud. Now he's picking up the... Oh, it's picking up the camera.
It's a new year, and that means no...
That's it. We're not gonna see what it is. From what I understand, it's those borderline countries to Canada. I think it's like Minnesota. Something like that. But yeah, that's... Ooh, child.
No savings at Sid's Electronics Boutique. We've got huge discounts on home electronics. This Sono CC300 VHS camera recorder and player is only $699, down from $899 originally. In the market for a new telephone? How about this combination telephone and AM/FM clock radio in one? It's only $39.95. Or if you and your kids are stuck inside this winter, how about picking up a TV Video Sports Game 10 for only $89.95? Video games, telephones, and cameras. Only the best at Sid's Electronic Boutique, located just off Highway 59 and Chippewa Road.
Yeah, and that's it. That's pretty bad. That was absolutely a mimic. Yeah, $39.95 is definitely a steal. But that was... Wow. That was mega wow. I wish you kind of could see, like, even an arm or something of whatever that was. Or it turned, like... You got some slight visual of whatever that was that we know killed the guy. He's dead. He's fucking dead. That's just point blank. I wish we could have seen just like something. I don't need to see it like full force, but I want to see just like tiny hint of whatever the fuck that thing was. This one is audio recording of Karl Denby. So this is a interview of some sort. Once again, the goal is, if we hit that goal, it's 5 teal donations, or 10 teal donations. I will do a stupid, very stupid horror topic next weekend. Again, the hint is Anne Rice Vampire Cult. Anne Rice Vampire Cults. Think about that. It's nuts. It's really nuts. Okay.
January 6th,
Karl.
1980.
Karl is the PI, I believe. He's the PI that we saw in segment 5. So 2 videos ago, we saw him before. Now, what are you going to tell us in here that you haven't told us in the last one?
3, update on previous recording. Darcy Milbanks failed to make contact with the police yesterday, and I failed to reach Scott's Manor due to the snowstorm.
Oh yeah, they went to the police office and there was nobody there, just gone. No trace of any police officers whatsoever. That's freaky. There's something very wrong, and we already are very well aware that at some point it's just a mass poof. Mass poof. Like Revelations kind of shit.
As the storm cleared today, I did make it to the police station and made contact with a Deputy Blair, the only person at the station. I was able to tell him that...
Wait, there was somebody there now? There was somebody there now? Just one person? I don't think this town is that small. I know it's a small town, but I don't think it's that small.
Basics of my investigation, but he's preoccupied by the missing police officers. I admit trepidation on that topic myself. However, the missing sheriff and his staff are not my concern at the moment.
I mean, it should be. Because if you don't have help from the police, you're kind of SOL. And we already know that the guys in the first video, which she's looking for, are dead. They're fucking dead. We don't even know what happened to them. We've seen a dilapidated mansion, and that mansion took more people with it. And they went to investigate.
Darcy Milbanks hired me to find her brother, and that's what I intend to do. I'm currently en route to Scott's Manor. Hopefully someone there will be able to provide me with some new information.
Nobody's gonna be there. And if there is somebody there, they're sus. They're sus as fuck.
January 6th supplemental. I have arrived at Scott's Manor, and I believe I've discovered what happened to all the police in the city. They're all here. Or at least they were here. There are 8 police cars, and several other nondescript vehicles located outside of Scott's Manor.
Is like Scott's Manor a portal to the fucking Netherrealm? Because anybody that seems to step foot there dis-a-fucking-peers. If you got 8 squad cars, that's at least 8 officers. At minimum. Could be a maximum of 16. That's bad. That's really bad.
I've tried calling out to see if anyone's around, but there's been no response. People have been here recently, however. I am inside of Scott's Manor now, which is overrun by snow. There are several footprints in the snow from various individuals. So far, I've been able to find some disturbing items around here. I've located at least 2 revolvers, both empty. I've found some shredded, bloody clothing, though whether that clothing belonged to a police officer, I can't say. For that matter, it might not belong to anyone, just some oily rags that look like blood.
Yeah, oil does not... Maybe transmission oil can look a little red. But I don't think that it would be able to imitate the color of blood like that. So you're seeing that there are 8 squad cars out there, plus however many undisclosed vehicles. You've gone inside and found 2 empty revolvers. And you found bloody clothes. And you're not running away at this point. Why are these people so stupid? Why are they so stupid?
But given the current unusual situation, I am disinclined to believe an innocent explanation. The only area I have yet to explore is the basement. Heading down now, we'll leave recording on while I explore.
Fuck me in the Alps. How are you not seeing all these red flags and turning away? How are these people so fucking dumb that they're seeing all of these red flags, all of these things saying, leave now, you're gonna die, and just, oh, y'all are dumb. And yes, I know they have to do this to facilitate the story, but still, I can still question your writing choices.
I am now in the basement. This basement is strange. The rest of...
No shit. Nothing else in the entire place is strange. What do you mean? Also, I'll be right back. I gotta go use the bathroom. Sorry about that. I'm back now. Gotta love it when you try to prepare for the stream and then your body goes, nope. Good morning, Captain Price second. I barely understand that. I know you're asking if how I'm doing. I'm doing good. How are you? I don't know what Hugando means. I don't really speak a lot of Spanish. Let me look I am playing Winter of 83. I'm not playing a game. I'm just reacting to a horror series.
Scott's Manor is still a decrepit half.
I'm not sure if you're going to understand me, as I don't know if you speak English, so... but thanks for dropping by. You had to AFK to grab breakfast. Totally understand. I had to AFK to go use the latrine. Is what it is.
Destroyed building, but down here, well, there's certainly damage, but there are metal walls, the lights are on, and it looks like there are offices, doors. The snow's gotten down here too, but...
I mean, they did say that they were doing some experiments that are scientific in nature, so I wouldn't be surprised that there are cubicles or anything that resembles what maybe a lab would look like down there. It doesn't surprise me, but I'm surprised you're still alive after going into the basement. Probably not going to last long.
This place is like a laboratory or something, and it's in much better shape than what's above. What the hell was this? A bomb shelter?
Bomb
I
shelter?
don't even know what I'm supposed to be looking for down here. What is all this? December 12th. Growth rate of organism increases exponentially in colder temperatures. When were they?
Uh-oh. They weren't doing experiments. They were not doing experiments to figure out how to rebuild that mansion. They were making something down there, and that something has probably gotten out, and it's killing other people, and that's not good. Mm-mm.
Oh my god. These are definitely human remains.
You think? No.
It's like a skeleton.
You're
There's
shocked?
blood everywhere around it. I'm thinking, God, right now my nose is clogged up a bit from the cold because I do not want to be smelling this. I need to
You know
find
you
out
don't.
what the hell happened here.
Trust me when I tell you, the smell of decaying flesh is not a good one. See, when I was in high school, I took a forensics class. Or I took a year of forensics in my senior year. And one of the things that you use to determine time of death is insects. Now, how do you study how insects grow and procreate around decaying flesh? You have decaying flesh in the area, and you set it outside, and you let it decay and attract bugs. And then from there, you determine, based upon carcasses, the bugs that are there and their larvae, usually, because it's usually flies, how long that piece of flesh has been outside. It smelled so bad. Most of the people in the class were puking their guts out. You also learn that Vicks VapoRub is a very good way to make sure you don't smell it. Yeah. Yeah. Not fun.
There. This room appears to be some kind of office.
Mm-hmm.
Records, maybe? Bacterial.
What I do like with this video is that he's walking us through what he's doing and what he's seeing. Whereas some people who write terribly wouldn't tell you jack shit, and you just have to kind of guess. Thank you for that, Linkara. I appreciate that quite a bit.
Formations, no. No. Budget information? God, none of this is organized. Just give me a name for what this is. Micro cassette tapes. They should work on my tape recorder. Let's see. Yeah, good. Good.
Okay, sounds like we're going to be getting some insight on whatever the fuck has been going down here. I'm both excited and not excited to find out what that is.
Good. Should have brought my own bag, but how the hell was I supposed to know I'd need it? Sounds like you're having trouble putting a tape in a tape recorder. Pay dirt. I've I've located a video camera in its storage container.
Ah.
Looks like it's from Channel 83.
Channel
What the hell
83.
is this doing here? I'll try to turn it on and get...
I had to do an eviction one time where they unplugged their fridge out of spite and skipped town. The amount of meat left in the freezer, the smell down the hall. Yep. Yep. If you really want to see something gross, look up Shanty for Christ. Eviction house. Or something like that. Let me see if I can find it. Let's see if I can find something for you that'll... Because, oh, God, Squatch. Ooh. I've seen some gnarly shit. I'll give you... I'll write it down in the chat. Shanty for Christ. For Christ apartment. Look that up and have a field day. Have a field day with that later. It's disgusting. It's unbelievably disgusting. I would never live in such conditions. Period. But yeah, I know how it smells to have decaying flesh. It is not a good smell. It is very gross.
some answers. Battery's dead. Charging cable and a spare battery. Okay, perfect. I'll take these with me.
How convenient.
Hello, someone there?
That sounds real. That doesn't sound like a mimic. Oh.
Someone, please help me!
Hello? I'm coming!
Oh God, please help me!
It's okay, man. It's okay. I'm here.
It's so cold.
Yeah, I can see that, man. You're looking pretty bad. Can you stand?
No, my legs are... They're buried in the snow. Can't feel them.
Don't worry. I'll carry you.
Hypothermia is probably setting in. And your legs are probably going to be black when you take off your shoes and your clothing. And you probably are going to have them amputated. That's what it sounds like, if it's that bad. Which is not good. At all. It's not fun. At all.
You up, man. Oh my God. Man. Your legs.
Oh God. They're gone, aren't they?
Your girl called it, didn't she?
Yes. I'm so sorry.
They're... Oh, no, I didn't call it. They are already gone. They're already gone. That's horrifying.
You have to get out of here. Just leave me.
No. No way, man. I'll carry you.
Please, you have to warn them!
Hey, can you help me with this?
Man, can you help me with this? You're dead, Karl. You fucking died.
Hey! Come over here and help me with him, man! I need to get him to my car outside! Come on, man, help me here! Wait a second. You're Stephen Milbanks, aren't you? Your sister hired me to find you.
Hey, can you help me with this?
How are you talking without your lips?
How are you talking without your lips? You're fucking dead.
Run! Run now! It's not him! No, I got him!
But
Get out of here! Warn everyone! They're in the snow! They're in the damn snow!
How is he not dead? That's freaky. Alright, so we got another council meeting. What's gonna happen in this council meeting, I don't know. I'm hoping that, Karl shows up and tells them that something is very, very fucking wrong. There's no sound so far. Now keep an eye out because there are going to be
Following this meeting of the
messages.
Fawn Circle Council.
Keep an eye out because there are going to be messages, at least there was in the last one, that pop up down here that are very, very disturbing. Hey, what's up, Nintendo Mail?
Over January 6th, 1983 to order. For the sake of brevity, I am waiving the roll call and the Pledge of Allegiance so that we can complete the meeting as soon as possible. According to what I can see, all council members are present.
Okay.
I have a second council member confirm this.
Second.
Mayor
City
Troy
Clerk,
Daniels.
please make a
Those
note
are
of
what
it.
you want to look at.
We all would like to get out of here as soon as possible before the storm hits. As such, I am striking items 7, 9, and 10 from the agenda to instead be discussed at our next meeting on Tuesday, January 11th.
So what I'm going to assume is that everybody's okay until this actual blizzard hits. And then once this actual blizzard hits is when everybody starts disappearing. Okay.
11th. These would be discussing the funding for repavement of Mendota Street this summer, the report on how the new after-school sports program is proceeding, and the petition to open a Kmart store in the vacancy next
God.
to Sid's Electronics Boutique.
Kmart. Well, we know you well. I almost missed that. Popped up and it says, we know you well. But like I was going to say, Kmart, good God. Those are gone now. I remember when Kmarts were around. Hey, what's up, Desire? Wubba lubba dub dub, indeed. I'm curious as to what these little subtitles or whatever you want to call them are going to keep saying, because I know it's going to get weird.
Any opposed to this postponement? And we will discuss these topics on the 11th. Let's move into the agenda. First and foremost, Minneapolis has sadly denied our request for additional snowplows. They want to keep them on hand in case the blizzard turns and hits them, but as soon as the storm is clear,
fucked.
they'll send them out to help with the cleanup.
So you're even more fucked, is what you're saying. How am I not surprised?
Preparations need to be made to prioritize emergency services to be plowed first, the hospital, the fire station, that sort of thing. We'd like to coordinate with the police on this, but apparently somebody decided not to pay the phone bill because there's still no word from them.
It's because they're all dead. That's because they're all dead. And hopefully, our boy Karl is there to tell you about it. Because he seems to be the only survivor at this point.
Unless the representative from the police headquarters would like to speak up. After the conclusion of this meeting, I'm going to head over to the station to find out what's going on with them. If the police aren't here to conduct their duties, we should just move on. Now, I believe Mr. Darren Frederick from Channel 83 wished to address us again and update us about the signal interruptions.
Hello, Mr. Mayor, Councilman.
You will never be alone again. Okay. Alright, let's change the goal a little bit so that it's a little more there. Yeah, very creepy.
I'm Melinda Norvik, the creative director at K83FC. I know Darren was supposed to speak to you today, but he was sadly unavailable. I've been asked to speak.
Never be alone again. Also, Darren was the guy that was asking for, like, hundreds of thousands of dollars in 6 weeks. Which is, abysmal. Just to keep their floundering cable network alive. So what are you going to say that's going to make this any better?
Speak on behalf of the station instead.
Go ahead, Melinda.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I wanted to take this opportunity to explain to you all why we've been having so many problems with the signal hijackings. For instance, the one that we had with someone seeming to be filming outside of Sid's Electronics Boutique. When we receive material for commercials or shows to be broadcast, it's reviewed by our editors and producers to
Okay, so that first video you watched is supposed to be some commercial tapes. And within those commercial tapes that were submitted to Channel 83, that was in there. Oh boy.
ensure that it complies with state and federal guidelines for transmission. Now, the signal hijackings occur because somehow someone has a transmitter stronger than our own and uses it primarily during late night, since the late shift at the station has so few personnel.
Okay.
Now, after Darren appeared before you, we decided to have several producers on hand to oversee that night and we've continued to have more personnel on hand to watch what happens and do something about it.
If that's the case, Ms. Novak, why was there still a hijacking? Why not just
These walls you erect can't not hold. We will creep
cut
in.
the broadcast?
Okay. So it looks like you aren't checking shit, because if you were checking shit, you would see this and you'd be like, oh, this is coming down like right now.
For a few minutes, given it's so late at night.
And that's what I was getting to, Councilman. We can't just shut off our broadcast, because they're still broadcasting their transmission at the same frequency. We have to stop it by increasing power on our own, which is more expensive, hence one of the reasons for our stimulus request.
And we'll discuss that more in a minute. Please, continue.
Well, this is where it gets strange, Mr. Mayor. As I said, we had several producers on hand to observe the hijacking in progress, just in case someone at the station was helping them or anything. When the hijacking occurred, we quickly got to work boosting power enough to override their signal. However, when we reviewed the tape of the material we were supposed to broadcast during that time, we discovered something odd.
And he's going to ask the same question, but what do you mean by odd? So I'll give you guys credit for realizing there's something very fucking wrong going on and deciding that I think I probably should handle this like time now and having people on staff ready to do that. Now, what I'm curious about is what exactly you mean by odd, and I'm gonna assume that it's not good.
Fine, odd.
The transmission the hijackers sent somehow replaced the material on that tape. And before you ask, no, nobody was recording the hijacking on it. The material of the hijacking somehow burned itself into the tape on its own.
So it's some glitch trap kind of shit, where there's... At this point, I'm starting to believe that there is a ghost in the machine. That there's something within the network and your signals that is taking absolute control of shit and being weird. That's putting it lightly.
It sounds to me like you have a practical joker at your station, Ms. Norvik.
I'm telling you, council member, there's something strange about all this. I personally was the one who inserted the tape and pulled it out again. Nobody hit record. The tape was just changed somehow.
Rather than worrying about ghosts, let's go back to the issue of stimulus funding. Quite frankly, even if we were to consider this, $75,000 over 3 months is ludicrous.
There you go,
if you want to proceed
$75,000.
forward, you'll have to be a little more realistic in your...
You probably should care more about the ghosts. Ghosts, quote unquote, because, obviously you don't, and you all disappear. Entire city disappears. What are you going to show me now that this is taken over?
Please, everyone, remain calm.
Looks like the lights have completely went out. So something's going to pop up in there, and it's not going to be good.
It seems we might be ending things a little early today if the power is out.
What? What is it?
The snow! Look!
How was the snow covering the doors like that? The blizzard only started a few minutes ago.
No escape. You guys are fucked. No escape. Whatever it is that is hiding in the snow, whatever it is that they created in the mansion, has become so powerful. It is causing the snow to lock citizens into buildings. It's rounding them up and picking them off one by one. Good God.
It's got to be just on the doors, right?
Nope.
No, we're buried. We're completely buried.
Calm down, everyone. Calm down. We'll call 911 for help and try to start digging out of here. Darcy, shut off the equipment and call the police.
Right.
The grunts and groans sounded really weird. Anyway. What do you got for us, Karl? Recovered mini cassette 1. winter of 83.
January 6th supplemental. I finally made it back to my office. Unfortunately, it would appear that I will not be leaving again anytime soon. It has been, 2 hours since I fled Scott's Manor and what appeared to be Stephen Milbank's. The blizzard hit earlier than anticipated. It must have started while I was exploring the basement, and it hit hard. The road had whiteout conditions, and I almost slid out of control on at least 3 occasions.
Yeah, that sounds pretty intense. And I hope you have enough food and water in your building, even though at this point, I don't think that's going to help you because whatever it is going to get into your house anyways. Or it's going to stall you out longer than you expected, and you're going to die from either dehydration or hunger. Probably dehydration first, since you can only last like 3 days without water.
The amount of snow at the office made it difficult to even open the front door, and it's only getting worse. I have not had time to process what happened in the basement of Scott's Manor, and am attempting to do so now.
Yeah, I would have severe PTSD after seeing something like that too, even though we only heard what he's seeing and we're only getting little snippets of it. We can't actually see what he's saying. We don't have enough to literally visualize it. But that's what makes it scarier, is that you have to let your mind fill in the blanks. And when your mind fills in the blanks, it can come up with some really freaky shit.
Once inside, I attempted to call the police once again, without any answer. I also attempted to call Darcy Milbanks, but I only got her answering machine. I told her to meet with me or to contact me as soon as possible. Her brother is... I don't know what her brother is. But
it's not her brother. It's a mimic. Her brother's dead. And he is taken over his identity without a mouth.
When I punched him, it's not like I was punching a man. He is very likely dead. And I need to tell her that. I'm going to start charging the camera battery and play the tape in it when I can. In the meantime, I've also got these microcassettes and papers that I took, and my spare recorder to listen to them on. Hopefully there's something here that'll help.
Several of these tapes were recovered. In most cases, they were distorted beyond repair and cannot be listened to. Some were of mundane scientific data recordings with no apparently useful information. Those that seem to contain meaningful information are presented here. Okay, well, we're going to get one of them. What's on it? What's on it? The man who recorded the tapes has been identified as Dr. Robert Chandra. Dr. Chandra had been reported missing 4 years earlier. Apparently, he wasn't missing at that point.
September 14th, 1982, Dr. Chandra reporting. Serial number 9X47A, Project Freezing Rain, Entry 2. We've been setting up the lab facilities under Scott's Manor for 3 days. Dr. Matthews says that he'll have the specimens transferred here within the week, once the primary holding tank has been completed.
The specimens will be here shortly once the primary holding tank is in place. That's a recipe for a disaster. And obviously, it is disastrous because whatever it is got out, became way too powerful for them to control, and now all of them are dead.
The life forms that we recovered, well, if you can call them life forms at their size, more like bacteria, really, seem to be attracted to crystalline structures. Given their growth rate, we hope to have something to report within the next... December 17th, 1982, Dr. Chandra reporting, serial number 9X4...
Notice how the first tape, he was calm and direct, and now he is frantic and his voice is erratic. I wonder why.
7A, Project Freezing Rain, Entry 39. Finally, I have something of interest to report. I am proud to announce that we have made contact with the life form. The method of contact is, admittedly, a strain on the life form, so we have been unable to maintain conversations for more than a minute or so at a time, but it...
So it's not freaking out. He's excited. You shouldn't be excited because you're about to unleash hell upon the earth. Or at least this poor town.
Are intelligent. They've discerned our alphabet and language, though I'd say it's probably at a K1, K2 level at the moment. We were able to wire a personal computer into the incubation chamber and use the text-to-speak functions to hold a conversation. It's amazing. They actually hear me and communicate. This was the first transmission we got from them.
Hello, you are Dr. Kessler. We are the...
Damn it. There's a branch from a tree outside, scraping against the window. I'll move to a deeper part of the office away from that.
Are you sure it's a branch? I don't think that's a branch. I think something's trying to get into your room. It looks it already has.
We're in the home stretch.
All right, Medicine Lake Campgrounds infomercial. What kind of creepy shit are we gonna see now? Right? Incubation and text-to-speak. What could go wrong? Apparently everything.
Now with K83FC's late night programming. At 11 p.m., we pay the bills with some paid programming.
Okay.
And at midnight, we close up shop with the end of our broadcast day.
Okay.
Stay tuned for more of the best local TV this side of the Mississippi.
The vaguest of shit. Do we want to take guesses on what kind of creepy shit we're going to see in this one? I feel like we're going to see mimic stuff. I feel like we're going to see that. To spend a weekend at Medicine Lake. Why would you call it Medicine Lake anyways? That's weird. That's a weird way of naming a lake. It's a weird name for a lake. What can you do at Medicine Lake campgrounds? Ice fishing. Okay. Fun, maybe. Get some shacks available for rent. Okay. Stargaze, watch the aurora. Okay. Are you gonna show a picture of something weird? Because if you do, I'm gonna laugh. Search for Stephen Milbanks. There's where the weird starts. Okay. Search for Stephen Milbanks is one of the fun things you can do at this lake. Ooh. Wonderful. Beautiful. Blood everywhere. Love it. What did it say? Did it say something? Bleed. Okay. Rent one of our luxurious cabins. All cabins feature electricity and a roaring fireplace and at least one king-size bed. And a dead body? Somewhere? Everywhere? The premium. Premium death for sale. Covered garage, hot tub, full kitchen, 2 bathrooms, 2 king beds, game room. That sounds pretty nice, though, actually. Although I probably would hate the cold too much. A lot. If it was that cold, I'd probably hate it. The economy. Hillside view, hot tub, half kitchen, 1 bathroom, 1 king bed, covered porch. Okay. Ooh, bleeding, my favorite pastime, right? Give me the creeps. The embrace. No windows, no doors, collapsed roof, no heat, silence, no escape. Ooh. Sounds lovely. I love it. Uh-huh. Huh? All bad. All bad. Blood. Everywhere. Our old home. Education, patience, adapting, a start, language, opportunity. That thing is speaking through this. That thing is speaking through this. That's got to be the mansion. Or the manor. I hate it. Oh my god. Hi. Our new home. Our new home, our new home, our new home, our new home. It's like a virus. It is. They did describe its initial form as bacteria. Yeah, I'm creeped out. Now it's red. The red will become white. You will be like us. Oh, fun. Funsies. So great. City Hall meeting number 3. And I'm assuming this is going to be still while they are shacked up in the room. I wonder how you got your power working enough to record.
All right, everyone. Please take your seats. I have some stuff I could tell you now.
No.
Good news and bad news.
There's no footage.
The immediate good news, as you can tell, is that we've got the emergency generator working, so we have heat in the building. That being said, I'm asking you to limit your movement for the time being to this room and the restrooms.
Okay.
I don't know how long we're going to be here, and we need to conserve energy. We have food and supplies for a few days, but hopefully it won't come to that. We managed...
Oh, you're all gonna die. You're all gonna starve. You're all gonna run out of water, and you're gonna die. It's just what's gonna happen.
to get in touch with Minneapolis and a few other neighboring towns and have informed them of our situation. They're going to try to get out of here as soon as possible, but the blizzard's hitting them just as hard as it's hit us.
What about the cops or the city snowplows?
Easy there. Our snowplows are in the same predicament, trying to clear paths in order to get to us. They should be able to be in the next few hours, but that brings us to our first...
Keyword is should. Keyword is should. Remember, in the very first council meeting, it said that they were dilapidated. They were not up to snuff to deal with something like this. That's why they were asking for other snowplows from Minneapolis.
First bit of bad news. Councilmember Burling.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. We've been trying to dig our way out of here through one of the back doors, but it's very clear that it doesn't matter where we try to leave. We're not going anywhere. The building and the parking lot are almost completely covered in snow. There's still plenty of ventilation for the building, but... I'm sorry. Our cars are completely buried. I'm sorry, but I can't say. It's very possible that they may never run again.
Rest assured, we will do everything in our power to help you if your cars were damaged by this storm. Maybe that'll be monetary compensation, maybe some tax relief, I don't know.
Y'all are fucked, is what he's saying. And remember, all these people disappeared. Everybody gone.
But we'll figure that out later. We're just going to focus on trying to get out of here so we can all go home.
You're not getting out of here, and there is no later. You're all dead.
Fortunately, Ms. Norvik from Channel 83 has gotten in touch with her station, and help is definitely coming.
The station has a...
Don't lie. Don't lie to us.
Snowplow used for clearing out the station parking lot, and it's on its way now. In the meantime, we're still transmitting to them. Only audio to conserve power, and they'll be kept apprised of our situation.
I want to thank Channel 83 for this generous help. Rest assured, when this crisis is over, we'll be most grateful, but we can discuss that later. In the meantime, we need to keep ourselves occupied, try to pass the time, and stay warm. We'll be distributing blankets and... Oh my God, Deputy Blair!
What could go wrong? Somebody shows up out of nowhere somehow through all the snow that's buried the entire fucking building and parking lot. What could go wrong?
Give him some room. Give him some room.
Blanket on him. He looks like he's frozen.
Devin, are you okay? What the hell happened?
How did you get in here?
Window. Managed to get it open. Came down here looking for help.
We've been trying to get in touch with the police department for days. Where the hell has everyone been?
Where have they been? Where have they been? They're at Scott's fucking manor where you told them to go!
That was days ago.
They never came back! Their cars are still fucking out there! I found Sheriff Douglas's badge in a snowbank covered in blood! You fucking sent them out there to die!
The paranoia is now set in. Ooh, boy. Gotta love it when that shit happens.
I sent them to investigate it. That's all. I need them to find the scientists after that signal hijacking. The city needs the funds from that operation.
You know what was happening out there? Do you know what happened to my brother?
If he was out there, then he's dead. They're all dead.
You don't know that. Where is he, Mayor?
No, I know they're all dead. Do you know why I came here? Because I was chased! There were things out there! Things made of snow! They had human faces on them! They chased me until I got here! We need to shut all the doors and windows before they get in!
That's not gonna help you. They're gonna break the windows, they're gonna break the doors. You're fucked. Period.
You insane? What the hell are you talking about?
Those things were in Scott's manor! They'll be coming in here soon if we don't!
Stephen? Stephen, you're alive!
No, get away from him!
Stephen, oh my god, I'm so happy to see you. Where have you been? I've been so worried.
That is not Stephen! Look at his arms! They're made of snow!
Stephen, I missed you. Stephen, say...
Woman. Woman. Not listening. All of you are fucked now. You're all definitely fucked.
Something.
She dead.
Hey, can you help me with this?
She's dead.
What the...
Hey, can you help me with this? We're almost done. We got 3 more videos to go. Is it 3? 1, 2, 4. 4 videos to go. Most of them are very short. Oh, fun. Oh, joy.
January.
Hi, Karl.
January 7th.
Hey, you lived. Look at that.
I think it's morning now. I can hear tornado sirens out there, but I think it's quiet enough in here for it to work. After the glass in my office broke, I tried to cover it up as best I could, but there was no way I was staying in there. Fortunately, it looks like the other offices in this building are cleared out. Everyone took a 3-day weekend on account of the blizzard. That's going to be hell to clean up.
They're all probably dead anyway, so nobody's gonna clean it up. You're gonna be dead. Nobody's gonna be able to clean it up. So, yeah, there's that. You're not gonna worry about it.
And unfortunately, it looks like the heater's not working as well as it should. It's not freezing like it is outside, but it's not exactly warm either. I lost a bunch of those tapes when the snow blindsided me. I just hope the remaining ones are still useful. I've also still got the camera, so hey, maybe we'll finally get some answers.
December 27th, 1982, Dr. Chandra reporting, serial number 9X47A, Project Freezing Rain, entry 46. We're back from Christmas, and the skeleton team reported nothing unusual from the life form. It made a few inquiries about where I was, and the team explained about the holiday. What we've been focusing on today is actually an interesting ability that the life form has.
Interesting ability. What's that interesting ability, sir? Good doctor.
Manipulation and influence of ultra-high frequency bands as well as magnetic media. There are
The ghost in the machine. It's more like a bacteria in the machine. Goody.
Attracted to the ultra-high frequency bands in particular, moving towards transmitters that are utilizing it. We think it may be a form of sustenance for them, and in the process of manipulating the field for consumption, they were actually able to alter the transmission to create images. When we tested it with them, they did a rather impressive likeness to my own face. It wasn't static and, like their initial communications, almost akin to a child's drawing, but it was impressive nonetheless. However, what is somewhat more concerning is their manipulation of magnetic media, like tapes. I lost an entire entry this morning because whatever they were doing to manipulate the transmissions affected a tape that was nearby. It is totally garbled.
You should be more concerned about a lot more things than that, good doctor. Because, you and your team have unleashed a fucking monster. Good job, Mojo Jojo.
Hello again, my friends. Could you wait a moment? I'm trying to finish something.
We want to know about you. We want to know about your vibes and your thoughts and your blood. It is not like us.
I know it isn't. We can discuss these things at our scheduled talk at 3 p.m.
Very well.
As you just overheard, the lifeform's speech has been improving, and it has lasted for longer periods of time each time we communicate.
You wanted to know about his life, his thoughts, and his blood. That didn't concern you at all? Just no selling that. Just no selling that. Okay then, everybody's stupid, even the doctors.
Still, I'd like to put in a request for new insulation and barriers around the test area. Dr. Giroux said that the experiments with the UHF frequencies...
A Dr. Giroux? Where else have we heard that name before? Oh yeah, Dragon Ball Z. Yeah. Good reference, Linkara.
affected the TV in the break room, so they must have incredible range with their abilities. I'd also like to start having my reports transcribed in case they accidentally damage more tape recordings.
Hey, can you help me with this?
Yes, Dr. Matthews, just a moment.
It begins.
Thanks for the help, bud. Hey, wait. Is that snow? Who the hell tracks snow down here?
December 30th, 1982. Dr. Chandra reporting. Serial number 9X47A, Project Freezing Rain, Entry 50. I am growing increasingly concerned about the life forms. This morning, they were able to somehow spontaneously generate small amounts of snow on the other side of the lab. We think they somehow took it from the water molecules in the air. When we tested the snow that they created, we found trace amounts of the life form inside it. We suspect that they can transmit themselves through the UHF bands. Dr. Matthews thinks they may be attempting to leave the lab.
Yeah, they are. And they succeed. And you all die. Have fun with that. You can't. You're dead.
Strongly insist on expediting the installation of frequency jammers and insulation to the first week of the new year.
Dr. Chandra.
Yes?
What is God?
Dr. Chandra, what is God? I have no words for that.
January 2nd, 1983. Dr. Chandra reporting, serial number 9X... Look, is this really necessary?
I told you, Chandra, just put it all in the report. I don't have time.
Be right back. Hey. So my stomach has decided it's a great time to get upset, so let's try and wrap these up. We only have a few more left.
Time to listen to every tiny little thing that's concerning you about this project.
Dr. Simmons, this is not a tiny little thing. You've seen the same things I have.
It's snow, Dr. Chandra. It's not dangerous.
They're projecting it out everywhere in the lab.
But it hasn't been able to go past the lab now, has it?
It's not just...
That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard. You are a scientist. If you can take a pattern of behavior and come to a conclusion, and the conclusion you're not coming to is that this thing can actually get out with how quickly it's multiplying, you're dumb.
It's not just that. Look, a few days ago, I got a question from them. What is God? I tried to answer them, but they've been quiet until this morning. Do you know what they finally said to me after all that time? It is we.
Well, their opinions of themselves are about to take a rather big hit when all that snow melts.
True, yes, but the snow can do other things too.
What do you mean?
After the message, I took a closer look at the snow near the incubation chamber. The shape and look of it were crude, but unmistakable. It was my face, Dr. Simmons. They were imitating my face in the snow.
That escalated quickly. That's 5 days in between it talking and this. 5 days.
What are you trying to say, that these things are dangerous?
Maybe
yes.
5-6 days. Less than a week.
Yes, damn it. I'm saying that these things want to be us.
Oh, Dr. Chandra, you will be like us.
What the hell does it mean by...
You were saying about it not getting that worse? You see, you're saying about that not getting that bad? You want to take that back? Wait, you can't. You're dead.
This is way past my pay grade. Fuck the blizzard. I'm getting out of this town. I'm going for help. I'll take the camera with me. Might have some evidence to prove this is all real. Darcy, I hope your car's got gas. Mine's almost out. Help me pack this up and I'll explain everything on...
Darcy's dead. And so now you're about to be.
You're not gonna believe this, but some weird shit was happening at Scott's Manor. I don't think your brother was directly involved, but... Well, there's no way to say this, but I think... Darcy? Darcy, why are you just standing there?
Thanks for the help, bud. Thanks for the help, bud.
Shit!
You think a gunshot's gonna save you? That's dumb. Okay, next. Only got a few more left. Winter warning.
This is William Ferris, coming to you from Channel 83's Weather Forecast Center. We're sorry to interrupt Dusty Harp's history of jazz, but the state of Minnesota has officially declared a severe weather warning to the following counties. Do not attempt to leave your current location. The blizzard's intensity is harsh, and the temperature is expected to drop into the negatives. Snowplows and salting vehicles are currently...
How much you want to bet something weird is going to come up on that? I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for it with bated breath.
And it's considered dangerous to attempt to drive in these conditions. We are expecting a whopping
Yellow
20
medicine.
inches of snow from this blizzard, and the less people there are on the roads, the easier it will be for emergency services
Showing
to get
us
around
shit.
and do their jobs. Fawn Circle
It's
is
showing
expected
bits
to
and
get hit
pieces of those
particularly
pictures.
hard, so if you're not home already, please hole up in whatever shelter you can find and try to ride out the storm. Do not attempt to step outside tonight. We will return you to our regular programming in a moment, but we'll keep the weather warning display on the bottom of your screen until the current emergency is...
It's coming to get you. This has escalated very quickly. So you're telling me that between mid-December and the 7th of January, all this has happened. The question is, where's the snow gone after it's got everybody? Thanks for the help, bud.
We're sorry to interrupt. We're sorry to interrupt. Leave
We're sorry to interrupt. We're sorry to interrupt. Oh, God.
your current location. Step outside. We will return you to the snow. The storm is shelter. The storm is home. Step outside. Tonight, the storm is coming for you.
You will be like us.
Okay, then. Got 2 more videos.
Who left? My tape recorder back at the office.
Oh, so we're in your view now. And your actual view with the video camera. Okay.
Hopefully this thing has enough
Okay,
juice
Karl.
to last a bit for now. My car's completely buried in the snow and I have no idea where the hell I'm going now.
You're going to your maker. You're going to become part of the snow. That's what's going to happen.
We're out to get help. Just going to keep walking for as long as I can. Hopefully find someone out here.
You won't. Everybody's dead.
If I start randomly pounding on doors for help, they're not gonna let me in. And frankly, it'll all sound crazy anyway. Just gotta keep moving. Just gotta keep moving.
You can't move forever. You're going to get tired. You're going to get too cold. You're going to stop, and it's going to get you. It is the inevitable at this point. How you have the energy to run, I have no idea. I'd be shitting my pants right now. I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I'm Persona 3ing right now. You're dead. You're dead. Whoa. Hi. That's your face. Goodbye.
Shit!
And that's the first time we've seen it. Good God. One more video. One more. This is the epilogue. In the days that followed, expeditions to the town by rescue workers and law enforcement found it almost entirely covered by snow. Several survivors were found, but none who were directly involved in the recovered footage. Oh, so not everybody died. Okay. The survivors were only able to corroborate the severity of the storm. Many were only barely able to stay alive after the power and heat went off. Damage to the infrastructure of the town from the snow has forced those survivors to leave what was once Fawn Circle. When the snow melted and law enforcement was able to enter the town and explore, they found only bits and pieces of human remains along with the damaged records. If the beings in the snow were real, they seemed to have melted when the weather warmed. It is unclear why they didn't expand beyond Fawn Circle, save for the dominant theory among scientists that they were not able to go far from the UHF signals. Or ultra high frequency signals. The University of Minnesota denies any involvement with the research team at Scott's Manor. Lies. And that's it. There's something down here. It's just the ending thing. Lol. Okay. That's it, everybody. We've gone through Winter of 83. That was interesting, to say the least. We didn't meet the goal, so I'm going to be doing another analog horror series, probably Valley Verde. We'll have the goal again next week. And hopefully we'll meet it, because that will be fucking funny. Anyways, thank you guys for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time just as I did. Until next time, sweet nightmares.